Alright, today we're going to be looking at two decks from the Elephant Playing Card Company, and they are the Prism Knight deck and the Circuit PCB Edition playing cards. Now, both of these decks have variations on their color schemes in other forms. So, like, there's another Prism deck that's like the Prism Day, or like Midnight, something like that. I don't remember exactly. And same thing with the Circuit cards. They have a different color edition. There's like a silver, maybe like a gold or something like that. I just picked out these particular colors to get for myself because I guess just browsing from the pictures available online, those are the ones I picked out. But these are the two decks we're going to review today, and we're going to go ahead and start with the Prism deck. So the Prism deck, the box here is a printed paper box, which means you get 1 point for the paper box, 1 point for the printed picture or pattern, as you can see on the front and back, and then you also get a 1 point for text to help identify the deck, and that is 3 points for the box. Now there is extra, I guess, printing on the inside of the box, although there isn't any extra points for that. As we get to the material of the cards, I'm going to go ahead and give it the similar to an air cushion finish, although it's not exactly like that. I mean, it is kind of smooth. I mean, it's got a lot of little dimples and dots in it, but at the same time, the cards have this other material, like printed on or painted or something on top of it, so you don't quite get the same grip as you would normally do, because there's like, these are like bumpy up here, and it's kind of weird. And that also brings me to a different fact. While it is going to get the 4 points base for material, it is going to lose some points. This is a scratch right here. Like, you can just scratch this right off if you try. In fact, if you look at the edges of the cards here, if I fan them out, you can see just shuffling through them, you're going to get wear and tear on it, and the cards are going to flake or peel the paint off slowly over time. That is going to take off half a point. Now, as we look at the back of the cards, this is pretty much the back. Now it does not have an orientation. As you can see, you can flip the card upside down. It's not going to make a difference, or you're not going to be able to tell at least. I'm not going to give these the high score of a unique pattern made of pictures, because these are not pictures. These are simply shapes. And for my unique picture requirement is that it cannot be simple geometric shapes, so these do not qualify as pictures. These are only a pattern, not necessarily a pattern made of pictures. So it is only going to be 2.5 on the back. Now as we get back to the front of the cards, we went over, these are the jokers, kind of nice. The artistic direction here is that it's got like a prism of light, and you got like the different rays of colors coming through it. Otherwise, normal bicycle format, where you got the same regular shapes. These are not in order. These have been shuffled. But just going through them, let me see if I can get some reflection on the light here. You can see the back. Well, that card is facing the wrong way. You do have unique royal cards, as we've already kind of looked at. So you've got the standard bicycles design for 2, and then you have unique colors, because it's not written black on white, obviously. And then unique royal cards, plus additional background pictures on pips. I'm not going to give it the unique pips. The unique pips would be 1.3. I'm only going to give it the 1 for additional background pictures, because, you know, you've got like the rays coming out of a center point. You've got that for the backgrounds. And then the pips themselves don't pass the silhouette test for being different. And the inside lines here, those aren't really too intricate, so I'm not going to give them unique pips for that. But I am going to give them the background. I'm kind of angling them just a bit so you can see the sunlight reflecting on the back, because otherwise you can't really see those black lines. And again, those are bumpy, and if you try to scratch them, they will scratch. So you have to be careful when handling these cards. which gives the fronts a total of 5.2. That brings the total score of these cards up to 14.2 out of 20, which is 71 out of 100. So, not a bad deck. Obviously, it's got a couple problems that I've pointed out, but overall still much better than a standard bicycle deck, basically from the artistic point. Now, as we go back to this circuit deck, PCB edition for the colors, basically the PCB edition is more computer looking, where it's got kind of a green background with silver and gold lines through it. So the box here is going to be a paper box for 1 point, plus a printed pattern or picture and text. So it's going to get the 3 points that the Prism deck got, but it's also got this, it's also very reflective, as you can easily see in the sunlight there. These silver lines are a reflective foil, so it's going to get an extra half point for that. Same material as the other cards, the other deck that we looked at today. It's got similar air cushion finish. It's got, you can't really, hard to see with all the other lines and stuff distracting from the image, but there are the little dimples all around the surface of the card to help with the grip. And we can see it best on the edge up here, because it's also on the advertisement that they included card. So you got that good material. No flakiness problems with this deck. So it's just going to be a solid 4 points. And then as we get into the backs are going to also be a printed pattern. Not pictures, not made of pictures, but just a pattern, just because it's not going to change upside down or not, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference between one card or another from the back. So that is just 2.5 points. And finally, the fronts. Here's an add card, no extra points for that. And then these are your 2 jokers, 1 and 0. And then you've got, these are your pips. The designs here are going to be, again, standard bicycle layout. There is no reflective foil on these like the box has. As you can see, that's just normal reflection, where this is much brighter. So the cards do not have reflective foil on them themselves. But you still do have unique colors, because it's gold and silver on green, as opposed to red and white on black. Here's the Ace of Diamonds. They all have their own kind of circuitry design going around the entire card. It's kind of neat. So definitely going to get additional background pictures on the pip cards, plus unique royal cards as we get to one of those. Let's see if we keep going here. You got the unique pip cards, unique colors, unique royal cards. So yeah, here's the Queen. Definitely not the normal bicycle design, although I don't know exactly what it is. I don't think it has anything to do with computers. It's just a different kind of royalty design. There's a king. Go through here. Here's a jack, which is more like a knight. But yeah, that. Oh, here's another jack. They all look different, and all got like the circuitry pattern design in them. There's a king. Oh, they've got the same kind of motifs where, you know, one of the king cards has like a dagger behind their head. Queen, another king, jack, another jack. It's got a bow there. Queen, 5, Ace of Spades. As far as the fronts go, they do score the same as the Prism deck, as a total of 5.2. But because of the other points in this deck, the total of this one is 15.2 out of 20, and that makes it 76 out of 100. This box also has additional drawing inside with the circuitry, although there isn't any extra points for that. So here we go, the circuit deck and the Prism deck being a total of 71 and 76. So that brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and get subscribed to be notified of future videos, and I'll see you next time.